Good morning everybody, thank you for joining me today. My name is Kelly Rose, I'm the founder of Plush Addict Sewing Superstore, and today I am going to be talking about a subject that we get loads and loads of questions on, and that is fat quarters, and why fat quarters can be different sizes. So you think something's sold by a particular measurement, it would all be the same, but no. So I'm going to just talk you through why a fat quarter can actually be different measurements. Right, well, also the other thing to probably point out is if you ever see FQ around the place in the sewing world, that actually stands for fat quarter, and it's a fat quarter of a metre. So all of these here, all of these bits of fabric I've got in front of me are actually fat quarters. So why, pray tell, are they all different? Let me show you. Right, I'm just going to move these out of the way for a sec. So here is a standard roll of quilting cotton, and the first thing to demonstrate what I'm talking about is we'll cut what is known as a long quarter. So I'm measuring just here on my mat 25 centimetres. The UK, obviously we sell in metric, and so a quarter of a metre is 25 centimetres. So a long quarter looks like that. So it measures 25 centimetres by 110 centimetres, this particular one, so it's a quarter of a metre. Now a fat quarter is, I will demonstrate again, I am going to measure out half a metre this time. Straighten it up. Okay. So this is 50 centimetres, half a metre, half a metre. Now this is what makes it a fat quarter. So at the moment, half a metre, how do we make this quarter of a metre? We grab some scissors and we cut it across the width. So in area terms, that's still a quarter of a metre, but as opposed to being a long and skinny piece of fabric, a long quarter, you have got more of a square shape. So this particular one is half a metre by half the width of the fabric, which is 55 centimetres. So still a quarter of a metre, just the area is different. Now, here's where it can get different. So in the UK, we are a metric country, so we sell in metres, but in the US, they sell in yards. So it's exactly the same premise. It's half a yard, and then the width of the fabric is cut in half. So American fat quarters are actually smaller than English fat quarters. Sometimes they're called imperial fat quarters. Some shops in the UK do sell by imperial fat quarters, so do check, because you are getting less fabric for your money. You want to try to go with places that do metric fat quarters because it is better value. So this actually measures half a yard by half the width of the fabric, which is 46 centimetres by 55. This was my metric fat quarter. So let's just put this on here so you can see the size difference between metric fat quarter and an imperial fat quarter. You can see you are actually getting more bang for your buck with that one. Now, how it all starts to get a little bit more confusing, because we're always cutting half of a metre and then half of the width. Different fabrics come in different widths, so that is why there can be differences. So here I've got a fat quarter of chalk cloth, and this fabric is 50 centimetres by 60 centimetres. So the width of this fabric is 1 metre 20. So it's half a metre by half of the width. So that's 50 by 60. And then we have both of these are PUL, polyurethane laminates. And again, the width, this is 50 centimetres by 75 centimetres. So the width of this fabric is 150, so you end up with a better fabric 50 by 75. So that's it really. So that is why fat quarters can be all different sizes. So it's always good to check the width of your fabric if you're buying it by fat quarter, and then that'll give you an idea of how much. you're going to get. Now, what can you do with fat quarters? All sorts of things. The reason fat quarters are so popular is because you end up with a bit more of a usable piece of fabric. So, you know, you get almost a square. That means that you can also the project options available to you are different. So I've just grabbed some here, some examples of things that you can make with fat quarters. All these tutorials are on our blog, so we'll pop a link to the blog in here for you. We have got a bib there, we've got a little wet bag for reusable makeup wipes, we've got some little fabric trays, and we have a little Ella pouch. There's all sorts of things that can be made from a fat quarter, so it's a really, really useful thing. Anyway, I hope you find that really helpful. We've got loads and loads of fat quarter bundles on our website, so we'll pop a link to that in there as well, so you can have a little browse on that. And if you've got any questions at all, pop them in the comments and we will come back to you. All right, thanks, bye-bye.